What if I told you Nigeria is about to launch the biggest economic comeback in African history? This is Kenya News Update today. Coming up, you'll discover how Nigeria plans to transform from economic uncertainty to a trillion-dollar powerhouse in just 12 years, and what this means for every Kenyan watching. The federal government of Nigeria just dropped a bombshell announcement that could reshape the entire continent's economic landscape. But here's the twist. They're not just promising growth, they're revealing the exact blueprint to get there. Meet Dr. Doris Uzoka Annett, Nigeria's Minister of State for Finance. For the past 24 months, her team has been implementing foundational reforms that most economists called impossible: exchange rate unification, energy market restructuring, fiscal consolidation. Now they're advancing into a second wave of reforms designed to unleash accelerated GDP growth, productivity, and capital formation. And here's the part that will blow your mind. By 2026, Nigeria's economy will enter a transition phase from stabilization to expansion. The government's focus will shift decisively to scaling output, deepening domestic value creation, and placing the economy on a credible path toward a $1 trillion GDP by 2036. That's right, $1 trillion. But how? The strategy is anchored on three principles critical to investor confidence. First, macroeconomic predictability, creating a stable and transparent economic environment where inflation, exchange rates, and fiscal policies are consistent enough to reduce uncertainty. Second, clear sectoral investment pathways, well-defined priority sectors with articulated strategies, incentives, and regulations that guide investors on where and how to deploy capital effectively. And third, disciplined policy execution, consistent and timely implementation without abrupt reversals to build credibility and trust. Here's what nobody's talking about: the Nigeria First policy launched by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. This isn't about isolation. It's about domesticating key supply chains to use raw materials, a workforce and intellectual property sourced competitively from Nigeria, while building an open, export-oriented economy with strong domestic aggregate demand. The Ministry of Finance will maintain close, institutionalized coordination with the Central Bank of Nigeria to support disinflation, exchange rate stability, and orderly credit conditions. Fiscal and monetary alignment will remain central to reducing macroeconomic volatility. But here's the seismic shift: this isn't just about Nigeria. A trillion-dollar Nigerian economy creates ripple effects across East Africa, more trade opportunities, stronger regional partnerships, new investment pathways. Some say it's an impossible dream. Others say it's Africa's economic destiny. The tension is palpable. Can Nigeria execute this ambitious plan where others have failed? Do you think Nigeria can actually achieve a trillion-dollar economy by 2036? Drop your take in the comments. Subscribe to Kenya News Update today for more breaking economic news that impacts your future.